Hello and welcome to a 15th episode of This is Total War Legendary Shogun 2 Let's Play. And yeah, we are going to start this episode immediately with this big battle right here. We are defending the province that we have captured relatively newly, I would say. And yeah, the enemy is attacking with a bunch of armies. We have 3 armies from the Yuki clan and 1 army from the Itachi Oda clan. And we can see they have a bunch of Yarikumi, or generally Kumi units. Kumi, they are 1 tier under Ashigaru units, pretty much, in this mod. So they are decently strong, but they shouldn't be too much of a problem. However, they also have some bow warrior monks, or Yumi warrior monks, and Naginata warrior monks. So those actually are pretty good. And here's some Daikyu archers, some guns, just a bunch of units. Overall, it still should be fine. Our fortress is very strong. However, without saying anything more, let's just get into it. Okay, here we are on the battlefield. So let's think about our strategy. We know the enemies, they will attack from this red area here. However, only the enemy starting army will attack from this red area. The other reinforcing armies could attack from any area, so I don't want to commit myself too much into this position. So what I will do is I will actually burn down these towers here pretty much immediately, because the enemies they will capture those towers and then they will start shooting at me, and that would be annoying. So let's just destroy the towers that we cannot hold. Also, let's pretty much get everybody into the highest layer right here, and then we will continue doing the rest of the placement. Okay, but actually we do need 2 units to burn down the towers. These units, these samurai retainers, they have rapid advance, so they can run very fast when you activate it. Therefore, I will use them to burn down the towers, and after that, they are supposed to quickly run inside into a fortress, right? So this tower, I think I will also burn it down. Basically, all the towers that are outside of the highest layer, I will burn them down. Okay, the Yari Samurai here, they also have rapid advance. Okay, nice. The Teppo Samurai, basically Matchlock Samurai, they also have rapid advance. So, okay, in the beginning we will just burn down all of the towers outside. Then we will hold the towers here inside, and we will be able to destroy the enemy with those towers. And we always have to look where the capture points are of the towers, because sometimes they are outside and then the enemies could capture them easily. Okay, yeah, I think it's looking pretty good now. Okay, let's just start the battle. But firstly, let's put everybody into guard mode and let's go. Okay, let's burn this tower, this tower, this tower, and this. Oh no, I have to put them in melee so that they can burn. Okay, perfect. And so that they can throw torches. We have 1 enemy army coming from here, or another part of the army coming from here. And we'll have a look at the rest in a second. Firstly, make sure all the towers are burning. Perfect. Let's tell the units to get in. Okay. So it seems like for now the enemy armies are just coming from this position. This is the first enemy army, which is split up into 2 contingents. Now, of course, it is kind of a little bit it doesn't sound too logical to burn your own towers, and it's a little bit unfortunate that you have to do this, but it just makes sense. So that's why I'm doing it. And yeah, also what is interesting to know is that when you burn your own towers, you will not have to repair the settlement later. Generally, burning towers does not make you have to repair the settlement after. Only when you burn gates, for example, or this fort wall is damaged, only then you have to repair the fortress. At least that is what I have experienced pretty much. Okay, what we also want to do is we want to get guns into this position here. Actually, the warrior guns, the warrior monk guns, They are the best, so let's try to get them into this position here. But maybe, considering the enemy has a bunch of archers, maybe I don't want to be in that position, but I think it actually makes sense. I could also try to set up here, but that wouldn't be too good. The samurai can actually stay outside. We can even commit this unit as well. They are strong. They can hold for a long time, and our guns will use this time and shoot at the enemies from here. Okay, soon we should see the other enemy armies coming in. And we can see reinforcements there. Of course, most of the armies are from this clan, so we can definitely see that they are blue color, light blue color, pretty easily on the map. And yeah, there are the next armies coming, okay? Our samurai are not really setting up as they were supposed to. We want to stop the enemy from climbing up, so we need to spread out here. We might even want to commit another unit. Also, our warrior monks, come on, listen to your command. Oh no, they are now getting shot. This is terrible. Okay, now they are moving. Perfect. We could also send out the Yari Samurai. Actually, I will do that. That is, holding this position is very important. The few enemies that come up here are no problem for us anyway. Let's also use rapid volley with this tower. The tower will do a lot of damage to the enemies here. Nice. I think I will actually move this unit a little bit to that position. Come on, move. Oh, now our guns have started firing. Very good. Okay, it seems like the sound of the guns has changed because I have installed with Soundfix, the Arrow Cannon Soundfix mod. Because we had some issues with the bows sounding like cannons, so I had to install that. But now I think the sound of the guns has been changed. And next time I will try to fix that again. Let's see if I will be able to do that at some point. But yeah. These archers are firing at us. That was to be expected. It's okay. Let's just put our guns into a safer position. We can also use Inspire on our guns. This will make the stats of our guns absolutely insane. Look at that. They have 90 reload skill. They have 70 accuracy. They are absolutely on a godly level. This is insane. Okay, we can also use Rapid Volley again with this tower. I have to be a little bit careful. Unfortunately, I cannot zoom in too much because there are just a lot of units on the screen. And my PC is not a NASA computer, so it is not able to pretty much survive when I try to show all of that in close-ups. At least, I mean, a little bit closer should be possible, like this. What's also interesting, okay, the smoke disappears very quickly on this map because I guess there's a lot of wind. I guess that's nice. This is also helping with performance. Okay, these guys, they still have Inspire. It's about to run out. And here I also put the samurai guns into this position. This is so perfect right now. And it seems like pretty much, wow, it seems like all the enemies are coming from this position. So they will just get into this position and they will just get shot into pieces. That's insane. Already have 398 kills here. If that is the case, we can actually try to commit even more units outside of the castle. Because that is where we will have to fight. We don't need any units inside. We can actually even move our general closer to use abilities with him and inspire the troops. Let's use Inspire with the samurai here. We also have Inspire with these Yari Samurai here, so we have a bunch of abilities to use. That is really nice in this mod as well. I like it. Okay, now we'll send out our Yari Ashigaru or Yari Kumi, as they're called in this mod. Yeah, at the moment it is looking very, very good. The enemies are just getting shot into pieces. They try to attack us, pretty much. And let's have a look at our casualties. Casualties. We lost a few men, but it's okay, honestly. I was about to say we could use Warcry, but here are no enemies left anymore, so don't really need that. Actually, one thing that I have not done very well is using my archers. I can use my archers to try and shoot at the enemies' archers, actually. I could even send them here and then shoot at the enemies. I could even move those guns. It's a little bit of a risk to put the guns in this position. When the enemy archers climb up, they could attack the guns, but I believe it is okay to do that. Okay, let's use Inspire again on the warrior monks. Let's tell them to shoot so that hopefully the guys here will also shoot in a worse position. Okay, yeah, we have a bunch of enemies. This is a really big battle. Let's also use Warcry now. We could keep Banzai for later, so that the units don't break. But I think I will just use it now because it also increase melee attack. I mean, honestly, it's not really necessary to use it like this because our guns are the ones dealing the most damage. Also, our general is tanking a few arrows, but that's no problem. He can survive that. Yeah, let's try to use these archers as well. Let's tell these archers to fire the enemy archers. Tell these archers to set up. And let's try to also get our guns into position. Yeah, this is unfortunately when you have such big battles, it can happen that the units will be a little bit less responsive, especially when you try putting them into these wall positions. Okay, can I actually use wrapped volley again, maybe? You know, I cannot activate that it activates automatically. Normally you can do that, for example, when you press right click on like... No, for some reason it seems to not be working with any abilities at the moment. Anyway, let's just use Inspire. And we have another Inspire. But maybe soon we will need to use Inspire on our units outside so that they won't break. Okay, so here are enemy archers. We might kinda want to shoot at them. But it's a little bit tough from this position. Maybe at those we can shoot, or maybe we just want to shoot into the big enemy blob here. But we have actually successfully destroyed a bunch of the archers here. Nice. Let's tell these guys to shoot at those archers soon. Let's tell these to shoot at those archers. Very good. Let's activate rapid volley. Good. Our standard units that are not garrison units have not suffered, I think. Oh, these guys have actually suffered 2 casualties, and this unit 1 casualty. And actually our general has lost a good number of men. That is good amount of men. That is not what I wanted. These guns actually shooting at our guns that are positioned here. That's interesting. I mean, yeah, I don't want the general. I mean, the general, he can't die until he has lost half his men, but... Oh, damn. But still, I don't want him to become too low pretty much on numbers. Because he's very strong, I want him for other battles. And damn, we have enemies climbing up here. That is... Oh yeah, that's a mistake by me. I should have not allowed that. I should have sent out more units, but it's okay. Let's tell the guns to... it's a little bit risky to tell them to move away. Then it might... They might not listen to my orders very well. So let's just try to send units into that position. Come on, guys, shoot. Okay, at the moment, guns are not listening. I think I might have to again put them into that position and then they might listen. Okay, the enemy archers have been pretty much destroyed there. Very good. Have to be careful so that my archers will not try to chase them, because I gave them an attack command. I think those guns are not achieving too much. At least they can only fire into this position where there is like 1 man. Can also use Banzai. I forgot using that. Let's use Second Wind. The units outside the wall are still holding. Let's actually start inspiring them. At this point the guns are not doing as much as I wanted them to do. Oh, this unit here is not fighting at the moment. That's my bad. I used Warcry because I thought it was fighting. Let's try to take out those enemy archers too. Come on. I mean, at this point we can also shoot at the enemy archers, which are actually pretty annoying. Seems like our general is not suffering too many casualties anymore. And yeah, our sand units, they have suffered a few more casualties because of enemy archers, I think, so we'll retreat them even more. Other guns firing. No. Come on, guns. Oh, now now these guys are firing. But these guys here, okay, now they're also firing a bit. Perfect. They already have 1,500 kills. Very good. And the good thing is we also have these guns if we need more guns, basically, to put into that position. Can the archers fire into there? It's a little bit tough. Let's use web volley, but just make sure nobody's attacking from a different position. No, they're all coming from here. Okay, good. Could try to use hold firm to general here. It's a little bit risky always to move the general forward because of enemy archer fire, but we'll just do it. Okay, those enemies here are pretty much destroyed. We can move the archers up. We can move the samurai, no, actually the Ashigaru guns up. Let's try to get a little bit closer, but let's hope that the game does not crash. Let's just use heroic assault to reduce fatigue of hopefully the units outside. The units outside are still holding. That's really impressive. Let's just use rally at this point. It's a little bit tough. Let's just use hold firm. And second wind, let's just use everything. Okay, at this point, oh no. I think damn Matchlock Tower is shooting my general. Damn you, Matchlock Tower, because general is suffering casualties at a very high rate. How many men does he have? 26. At this point he can die. Okay, we have to retreat him. He is not allowed to get... Oh my god, 24 men. Our damn Matchlock Towers, they are absolutely Oh, 23 men, come on. Oh my god. Ah. Get into safety. Oh my god, I cannot believe it. Yeah, I should have burned down this Matchlock Tower as well and this one. They're just shooting into the backs of my men, I think. At least this one here and this one possibly also. Maybe I should have just destroyed all the Matchlock Towers. Damn. Yeah, I'm pretty certain the Matchlock Towers destroyed my general like that because there was nothing firing into him. The guns can't fire at him. And enemy archers would not have been able to do this much. I think I might just burn down this tower at this point and so that I can move my general to inspire the units. And let's just destroy this tower as well. Let's also destroy this tower. Yeah, it's a little bit interesting that you have to destroy your own towers to have the most success. But that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Let's have a look at the units. It's really impressive. These guys outside, they are still holding. These Yari Dojo Samurai, they are also still holding. Let's actually still use Inspire on the guns. These guns have 1,830 kills. Enemy units and more enemies are beginning to climb up, so we can actually commit another unit into this fight here. Okay, these archers, come on, burn down this tower, please. 22 men, did he lose another man? Oh. I guess while he was walking back, he lost another man. That is so crazy that in this mod you have to be so careful of enemy gunfire or your own gunfire, the gunfire of your towers. Okay, let's use all the abilities before the units outside break. I also kind of forgot it, using the abilities. Balance of power is still in favor of the enemy, but at this point, they are beginning to break. Some armies have already been completely destroyed. They are beginning to break. And we actually have an enemy general out there. And the problem is, sometimes when you play with modded maps, sometimes the generals just decide to not attack and they will just stay outside. So we will maybe have to attack the general, but we have enough units. Okay, our tower has fallen to our own fire actually. That's good, that's what we wanted. This tower is still alive, this damn tower. I mean, he's trying to shoot into those units here and he's just likely destroying our own units. Let's try to burn down this tower. Do we have any Yadikumi left that we can send in? Now they're all here. And now a lot of enemies are beginning to run, okay. And actually, nice, the enemy general is beginning to move forward. And yeah, I have to be very careful here with zooming in because, yeah, as you can see, it's a little bit tough with the performance. But let's use a bunch of abilities here. In this mod, it's really important that you use all of those abilities. In the base game, the abilities are also really important, but in this mod, there are a lot more abilities to use. Just use everything. Wow, they have 1,918 kills, these warrior monks. We could even move them into a better position at this point. And they are even listening, nice. And we actually have a few enemies actually returning at this point because balance of power is still in their favor and they still have the generals alive. This is good. This way we can destroy more of them when they decide to return. Okay, there was just a little problem right there. I had to do a little cut right here. Okay. Yeah, it's looking really good. This unit, it cannot break because we are on the highest layer. Oh, I forgot to take out this tower. This tower is not very helpful. Can't even commit our archer units into melee at this point. Oh, damn it, this archer unit. Some reason went outside. I think I forgot maybe to change the attack order in the end. Okay. And I cannot have my general be nearby at the moment because he would just die. So that's a little bit of a problem. However, it's still fine. Are the guns even firing at this point? Don't think so. Come on, guns. Now they're firing. Perfect. Okay, oh, these guys are actually climbing up here. Okay. We will just send our guns. Is that possible? To that position? They can quickly take out those enemies. Actually, more and more units are coming back from the enemy, so it's actually becoming very close in the end, but we still have our units in the back here that we will use if we have to. But yeah, as they are not garrison units, I will try to not use them. Okay. Bunch of different units fighting. Those few units here are not really committed in the fight. Let's move them forward. Our guns to take out those guys here. Nice. They just ran away. Okay, maybe it's tough with those guns. Could move them a little bit closer. I think they will not be able to do much. Let's use all of the abilities again. Okay. Our units are doing pretty decently. We can also commit these archers. And honestly, I think the main error I made in this was that I did not burn down all the towers. First error, and the second error that I did not use my archers immediately. So next time I will try to do that better. But yeah, we also have the advantage that our units are unbreakable, while the enemy units will run because the generals are also dying now. Yeah, our guns will take out this general. Absolutely getting destroyed here. Nice, we didn't even get a message that the enemy general died, but I'm pretty certain he died. Wow, this unit has 2,000 kills at this point. I think what I will try to do, at least in this, is that I will try to have a look at the carnage after the battle is over. Hopefully then it will not crash. We still have these guns here. They can also maybe run into the melee. And we have to always check the abilities. These guys have their abilities again. Actually really nice. They only have 3 men left, but they still can use their abilities. So it's actually smart to retreat them and have them always use their abilities instead of them dying. Pretty much the same thing with these 3 guys. But at this point, I think we have actually won the battle outside. There, so it's fine. Yeah, why I'm also so keen on sending in all the ranged units into melee is because we are playing the Soma clan. That is playable in this expanded map that we are playing on. As I said, all the mods are in the description. And the Soma clan, they actually have a clan bonus that all the units have like 4 more melee attack and 2 more melee defense. So or even our ranged units can get some kills, so that's pretty nice. But we are actually fighting an enemy general there, so that's a little bit tough. Maybe we want to retreat and shoot him with the guns, maybe, but we'll see. Overall, this should be fine. As I said, they are all garrison units right here, so we do not really care if we lose even all of them. I think at this point, I could also move my general to make it a little bit easier. I could also run outside to take out the enemy archers. Let's just do that. Even though I hope that the units will not break. Maybe this 2-man unit can instead retreat. Wow, they're actually moving very slowly because they are so tired. So we have enemy Yumi warrior monks. And the enemy general is the main problem. Enemy general is here the Kenshi Taisho. Because he can also boost the morale of other units nearby, and also he can he just has very strong stats as well, so it's a very strong unit. We can actually use our own samurai, our Teppo samurai. Look at it, there is 17 melee attack and 19 defense. We can use them in melee as well. Let's have a look at the warrior monks. They also have decent stats. Let's use them in melee as well. Or maybe they can fire. It's tough with the line of sight. Okay, let's use all of the abilities here. These guys, and yeah, the enemy archers are actually climbing up, so we can just take them out here. Let's use the abilities of the units outside. This point, yeah, we are just destroying the enemies in melee. Okay, I will try to have a quick look at the carnage. Wow. Absolutely insane. But yeah, I mean, wow, we have actually enemy guns, I think, or no, our own guns actually firing now. In melee, pretty much, that's insane. They have set up and just firing, and now all enemies broke. Okay, the battle is pretty much won. I mean, the balance of power is not in our favor completely yet. I think they might have some generals in reserve that are not attacking or something. Like those, yeah, this unit right here actually is not attacking. That's annoying. The fact that it is an archer unit as well, I think, but if we just move something out into its direction, I think then it will come towards us. So I will just try to move my general outside because all the towers are destroyed and there shouldn't be any other enemy units that could destroy the general. So yeah, I will just try to bait that unit, and yeah, we'll do a little cut right here. Okay, actually 3 enemy warrior monks remained, but we are now running at them with our garrison units. We some might break, like this. Yeah, this Ashigaru unit, but I have to be careful with the general. Okay, these guys broke. Oh. Okay, they all broke. Perfect. Okay, we'll be right back on the campaign map. Okay, here we are in the end result screen. As we can see, enemy lost 8,417 units. We only lost 1,791. And yeah, they have 1000 remaining. We also pretty much 1000 remaining. However, our garrison units are the ones that mainly took the casualties, and they will immediately return in the next turn or in the next battle even. So this is perfect for us. It is actually a heroic victory, pretty much, because yeah, we lost like no units pretty much. Because yeah, the garrison units, they don't really count, honestly. So that's really nice. And yeah, we can have a quick look at the kills, and we can see that the Teppo Warrior Monk garrison, the guns that were in the best position, got by far the most kills. But the Samurai Retainers also got a good amount of kills, so that's really impressive and nice. And yeah, let's just continue and see what happens. Okay, one enemy army was taken out, but the other ones survived. And they are kinda hiding in the trees. Okay, more enemy armies moving forward, interesting. Okay, we mastered an art. Okay, nice. Let's have a look. So we mastered this art? No. Let's have a look at the loyalty of our generals. Yes, quite good. Actually, it makes sense to adopt this general, honestly, to increase his loyalty even further. Yeah, this actually decreased the loyalty of this guy, because we adopted another person, and he doesn't like that, but it is absolutely fine, because now that he's an adopted guy, I think when we get new generals, that won't decrease his loyalty. Only when we adopt more generals, that will decrease his loyalty. So we just have to be a little bit careful with adopting. But as long as we have like 4 loyalty, we are absolutely fine. And we'll see. If we increase the honor of our daimyo, that will also help with increasing the loyalty of our generals. Okay, so we also built a bunch of buildings. Most importantly, the market, the Buddhist temple, and the Sake Den. This means we can now get a bunch more not generals, but agents, and that is very important actually, so that we can take out enemy agents and do some actions with them. The Metzger is actually very important for the economy. We can put him into Miyagi, but yeah, it will take him a while to move to that position, I guess. But anyway, let's just recruit the Metzger, a ninja, shinobi, and a monk. Okay. Okay, here are the remainances of the enemy army, also another enemy army. Let's have a look at the experience. Yeah, the general needs quite a bit more experience to level up again. But it's fine, he's already very strong at this point, so leveling him up another time is not something that we have to immediately get. I mean, we could, for example, increase the ninja recruitment cap, which would actually be pretty good. We could get more happiness, increase the monk cap, or we could actually increase the Metzger recruitment cap and get plus 1% clan-wide to tax rate. 1% bonus to clan-wide tax rate. That would actually be really good. Actually, plus 2 melee attack for all sword infantry could be decent for our katana kenshi. But I mean, I don't know if it's really worth 2 points considering what other insane things we could possibly get. Let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, night battles could still be something that one could definitely argue to get in some situations. That could actually be pretty helpful also, so that we don't have like so many armies that my game will just explode. Night attacks, we can decide to just attack one army and the other armies will not be able to support. But actually, I think I will also definitely take logistics, because plus 30% to replenishment rate will be really helpful. This way, we will pretty much replenish after one turn to full numbers, and that will actually be quite strong. We still have not enough to upgrade this. This is actually... because I got all the agents. Okay. It's okay, it's okay. The next turn I will do it. Okay, let's get another shinobi then also. And let's see, maybe I can also upgrade another building and I will still be able to still be able to get the blacksmith upgrade, which is my goal at the moment. This costs only 1,296, but it doesn't really do too much. Cannot afford to upgrade the harbors there at the moment. I think I kind of want to upgrade the stronghold in this province so I can get another building going, and so that I can have a better garrison, just because this building on this province is a little bit vulnerable, I would say. If like two strong enemy stacks attack here, would be tough to defend, honestly. Pretty similar in this province, but at least here we have the town watch. Okay, so let's have a look at the enemy army here firstly. So they are going to attack Oshika most likely. That is no problem at all. I mean, Miyagi would also be fine at the moment, and Isawa would also be fine from the enemy forces that we can see. I think here is also another strong enemy force that did not attack yet, so that will also be interesting. But this is our strongest stronghold, actually. This province is really good to defend. Of course, actually this is our strongest stronghold, but this is also really strong because the province is really nice. Okay, but yeah, I've not yet completely come to a conclusion on what to do. Okay, I need like at least like let's say like 3,600. I need pretty much 3,650 to be exact. I need so that I'm able to upgrade this next turn, and so I can still spend some money. I don't want to spread Christianity. I mean, I have monks now, or at least one. I could actually upgrade this and then get a monk here, but that would be a little bit to take some. This would take a monk away from me, and that would be annoying, honestly. So instead, this point, I will just decide to upgrade the roads here, and I will upgrade the fort here because we just have to get the forts up. Actually, now that I think about it, I can just upgrade the forts, and even though this costs me one more food than if I do not upgrade them, and food is very important, I actually can just build this here. And this gives me free food, so in the end I will still get more fruit. This will decrease happiness, but I do not have any happiness issues in any province. And upgrading this fortress will increase happiness anyway. So yeah, okay, I actually have a plan now. Okay, when I upgrade this, I have enough so that I can upgrade Oshu and the armory here next turn. Perfect. Also, this is my richest province, so here I want the Metzger, here I want more economic buildings so that I will get a bunch of money when I increase the tax rate with the Metzger. Okay, recruit some agents, yes. Other than that, okay, just have a quick look again to make sure that I'm not missing anything. This province is absolutely fine. We maybe don't even need those units here, honestly, because we have such a strong garrison here. We can actually move like 3 of them into other provinces for now, I would say, because also don't plan to expand into this province anyway at this moment. Maybe here into this province and into this province maybe, and here maybe want to expand. I want to take all of those provinces here, honestly, so yeah, that's something I will look to do. Okay. However, now okay, I might actually move like 1 more unit or 2 more units, because it seems the enemy might attack this province from here or here, while this province is a little bit more safe as it is in the middle of 2. So let's actually send a few more units to this province just to be safe. And then we can actually end the turn, right? Yeah, we can keep a little bit here, and I mean, this province is a little bit undefended as well. A strong enemy army could attack. That would be dangerous. But at the moment we cannot really see. I mean, here they actually have an army, I know that. Okay. Then Yeah, 3 units here. 1 extra unit would actually be pretty helpful. But I think it's okay. At the moment we can't see an army, and even if the enemy army comes, we have 3 units. If we use all of them to the best that we can, then we should actually still be able to hold off on full stack, even if we take like a lot of casualties. But yeah, we'll try to reinforce this position soon. Okay, let's end the turn finally. Okay, we are now being attacked by the Nikahu clan here. They have actually really strong units. Bunch of Kenshi samurai, Kachi samurai, and the Staikyo archer. So actually we'll have to be careful in this one. We have a bunch of units here to support. We also have a general that is pretty weak. But yeah, we'll just get right into it and just try to play well so that we can win. Okay, here we are back on the battlefield. Yeah, it's also very foggy at the moment. That's a little bit annoying, of course. We will be able to see a little bit less. But okay, let's set up. So the enemy could actually attack from pretty much all the positions in the red area. So from, yeah, almost everywhere. We'll just send all of our units into the middle. I'm hoping that they will kind of send all of their melee units from this side, and all of the range units from this side, because I've noticed them do that a few times. But actually this time I will not make the mistakes of leaving these towers be. Yeah. Firstly, let's take the towers out, and then we will run away from here into the castle. Actually, now they're attacking with all their units from this side. That is actually tougher in this situation, because they will be able to use the archers to shoot with my units here that I really need to use to defend against the melee units. Okay, let's give it a quick think. I think I will try to set my katana Tainas into that position there. Okay, this tower is burning. Perfect. I think I will even burn this tower. This will also just a friendly fire. This tower here is in a pretty good position. I can leave it. I'll be alive. Come on. From this position, for some reason, they're not really doing very well with the throwing of torches. Okay, we'll have this. What do we want to burn down this tower as well is the question. I mean, yeah, I think I will do it. I don't trust this tower. This tower, I think it can only shoot into like this position and not really into that position anyway, but when I want to move my units into that position for some reason, the enemy takes this tower. That will just be annoying. Come on, guys. Let's burn tower. Let's try to move these guys in that position. Let's use heroic assault. But these guys, they are not garrison units. Archers are actually in a good position. I didn't even think about that, but they are in a good position. I think they're still a little bit too close. Maybe also it's because of the building in the way that's also annoying them a little bit, I guess. Okay, now they are throwing torches. Oh, what are you doing? I mean, okay, now the enemy fire arrows are coming in, so maybe it's even good to have them. Nah, this could explode when too many fire arrows hit that, and then it would be tough. I just tried to send out the Sashigaru unit outside. We need like another unit outside, even if it's not the garrison unit. We just need to make sure that we have enough units outside. So that our guns will be able to continuously fire and will not be interrupted by enemies that are climbing up. That is the most important thing on this map, actually. And I mean, I think this tower can stay alive. Yeah, should be fine. We'll take out a few of our own men, but in the end, the enemy have very superior men, so we just need guns to take them out. So it's okay if we do a little bit of friendly fire here. Problem is, considering that our general is pretty weak, it's tough to send him outside to destroy the enemy archers. We can't really do that. That's okay. At this moment, I feel like it's going pretty well overall. We do have our position secured here, but now the enemy fire arrows are coming in. That's a little bit tough, and especially here we have to be careful. Wow. Let's move these units away. Let's use Inspire on the guns. Oh, my bad. This unit is actually very far away from the guns, so I will have to use Inspire on this unit instead. The general can use Inspire on the guns. We have to actually retreat those units here. That's very annoying. We are getting shot like that. Let's actually attack the enemy archers with our archers. Try to dodge the enemy arrows. Seems like they like to focus on the melee units instead of the archer units, which is very smart by the AI actually. Oh yeah, I should still burn down this tower. Oh my god, this unit is still burning. Yeah, at this point, this tower is pretty irrelevant, but I still want to burn it because maybe later when I'm chasing down the enemy with my general, this tower might shoot at my general and take him out when I'm trying to take out the enemies. Actually, now it's pretty smart of them to climb up with the Kachi Samurai. I think they have already shot all of their ammunition. So yeah, I have to retreat the guns for now. Oh no, this is a little bit annoying. Come on, let's try to get those units into that position. Okay, perfect, finally. Our tower has fallen to our own fire, let's go. Oh, they're taking the tower. Okay, now luckily we had a unit there that was stopping them from taking the tower. Let's just end this unit. Take out the few enemy units here. Let's send the guns into a position like this so they can still fire here. Let's activate War Cry to decrease morale and stats of the enemy units. And yeah, it's looking pretty good, I think. The Ashigaru are beginning to fight and stab at the enemies with their long spears, I guess, but the enemies are actually doing pretty well because they have pretty good stats. But in the end we should win, we have more men there. Perfect. As you can notice, the guns still have the sound that they are not supposed to have on this mod, because I am using another mod to fix cannon sounds that archers randomly have. But yeah, I will try to do a different fix and maybe then it will work. We will have the old sounds back for the guns, we'll see. Here you can see the strength of archers on siege battles, or in siege battles. They are very dangerous. Just have to try and dodge a few arrows at least, so that our units will not completely get destroyed. How is it looking here? This unit is actually pushing back the enemy, interesting. This unit kind of breaking. Kinda want to use... Oh no, did not work, but at least this unit now has the hold firm ability. And then this tower here if we can. Yeah, we are suffering a bunch of casualties. And please burn down our own tower. Maybe we can use the enemy fire arrows to burn down this tower. I think now there are not enough fire arrows left anymore. I should have used the fire arrows of the enemy earlier by moving my units, I guess, but that's tough. Okay, let's just try to get into that position. From there we should be able to burn our own tower better. Kinda need the general to be close to inspire those units, but it's tough. We have to inspire those guys. Yeah, actually we can see this is very problematic right now. It's very tough. Oh no. Uh-oh. Because enemy units are very strong. No, this unit broke. Yeah, oh, they pushed into a bad... That's my bad. They pushed into a bad position. My Ashigaru for some reason. And then they just got destroyed by the enemy samurai units, which are really strong. I have to... Okay, all I have to do is keep my guns alive now, or I will actually lose. I need my guns to beat their strong samurai units. Okay. Problem is, even my katana retainers, which normally do very well against Ashigaru units, are getting destroyed by the enemy samurai. Okay, I need all of my Ashigaru units here. Okay. Oh no, this tower. Oh no, damn it. Tower. Still alive, my bad. Now they're taking it.
Our tower has fallen to their fire.
We have to try and get enemies into a position from which our guns can fire at them effectively. General has also lost a high amount of men. Now our guns are firing perfectly. We have to keep that going. We have to keep them away from the guns. And hopefully the enemy archers will not destroy our guns. It's actually really tough. We might lose because the samurai are really strong and they have a bunch of them left. We kinda shouldn't have wasted so many units. So many Ashigarus outside here, and it was bad that they moved up so far. Didn't do enough there to stop that, unfortunately. Okay, but we have not lost yet, and that is the important thing. We cannot lose. We have to continue going. We have to be careful of this tower. It will also shoot our general if we are not careful. Okay, the guns are firing again. Very good. Enemy archers, soon they should be out of ammunition. They only have this annoying horse archer left, but I think it shouldn't have too much ammunition. We just have to hope that our Shigaru will hold for long enough so that our guns can win us the day. But come on, guys, guns, you have to fire. Come on, guns, you have guns, use them. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Actually, taking out the enemy general would actually be very good. Yeah, we have to... Well, actually, the enemy general is getting destroyed as well. Perfect. Okay, this is awesome. But I don't know if it will be enough, honestly, at this point. We'll see. Okay, the guns are firing at our general. That is, I mean, the archers. That is not optimal, but honestly, it's better to have them fire on the general than on the guns. So, this is actually fine. As long as he has 20 men left, he cannot die. That is the rule. Oh no, we have to stop the enemy from charging our guns. Stop it. The guns stop firing, we are in a problem. We have a problem. Okay, they are stopping attacking our guns. I want to use hold firm. So let's just try to quickly use hold firm. Also use heroic assault for reduced fatigue. Oh no, I think I just killed one of my general's bodyguard by moving him into the gunfire. Or maybe he died in a different way, I'm not sure. Okay, now retreat the general. I think it's actually not enough in the end right now. Damn. It's looking tough. Come on, guns. Yeah, also the fog is making our guns be worse. That's tough. But the guns, they are still shooting. They're still doing something. And maybe we still have some units left. Okay, we might still be able to do it. It's very close, honestly. Problem is the enemy also has a bunch of abilities with the units, so the units will become very strong when he uses the abilities. Our general also is at low numbers now. That's dangerous. We have to try to dodge the enemy arrows so that he does not die. I'm very happy that I destroyed this tower. Would have been another dangerous factor. This way we can just focus on our guns right now because don't have anything else annoying us, but Yeah, if there was another tower shooting us in the back, it would have been scary. Okay, let's try to use rally. How's it looking with the line of sight for the guns? I mean, decently, but they have a unit in the back. They have 2 units in the back. We have 2. Oh no. They only have... Okay, we have to charge in with the general right there. While our guns will have to reposition.
Fatigued, my lord, and some must rest.
Okay, very good charge. Let's use heroic assault and now retreat. The enemy generals, they are also using hold firm at the moment, so they cannot break, and our units also can't break. We have to kind of try to get a better position for our guns. Okay, guns, there's a good position for you. Fire. Nice.
My lord, their general has fallen.
Their general has fallen, that is good. A cutting blow indeed. But will this blow cut enough is the question. Will it cut enough? Use the abilities with those towers. Those towers should be pretty decent. They are in a good position. Shouldn't do too much friendly fire. Actually, if we kill all of the enemy general's bodyguard, that would be very good. Okay, and we have no archers anymore firing at us. The balance of power is looking actually pretty close now. I mean, it's a little bit more in our favor. But as soon as we lose all of our Yari-Shigaru, we are doomed. But luckily, they don't have any good units left, honestly. I think it's a little bit stupid to call it early, but I think very confident now. I think we got this. But, okay, honestly, it's not clear, but... Okay, let's see. We need to take out the enemy general, come on. Our units just have to hold long enough so that our guns can destroy all of the enemy units. Yeah, the general is even putting himself into a more vulnerable position. The guns just have to come on, guns. We have to quickly take out the general. He's wavering. The enemies are breaking. I think we got this now. We got it. We got it. Oh, okay. I want to kind of chase down the enemy general, but I also don't want to lose now because of doing stupid stuff and charging with the guns. Actually, those enemy Cav archers, they're actually pretty decent in melee, I think, because they have Yumi plus Katana. So all the units where the description says Yumi plus Katana says basically they have a Yumi, a bow, but they are mainly they also are good with the sword, with the Katana. And they are not too good with the bow, actually. That's something that can tell you. Yes. Try to use hold firm. Okay. And we actually won. We can try to charge with our garrison units. I mean, this is not the garrison units. Let's try to take out a few more enemies, maybe with the archers. I mean, with the guns. I mean, honestly, at this point, it doesn't matter too much. Anyway, no matter what I do at this point, we'll be right back on the campaign map. Let's go. This actually was a really close battle. Here you saw how much the quality makes a difference. In most of the battles, the enemy just had a bunch of Ashigaru, but in this battle, they had a bunch of Kenshi Samurai, which are extremely strong in this mod. Extremely strong Katana Samurai. And just closely with the help of the guns, we were able to win. And yeah, I guess next time I will be more thoughtful when facing such a strong enemy. But yeah, we'll be right back on the campaign map. Okay, indeed, this was a Pyrrhic victory, I agree. We lost pretty much everybody. Garrison units. Yeah, the thing is with them, if they die, you don't care. But if they survive, you also don't care. It doesn't really help you. So it's not really, yeah, it doesn't help me at all that they survived, honestly. But... Also, what is interesting to know is that when you lose less units in general, you will get a better victory. For example, when you lose like one garrison unit, like one unit in total, and it is a garrison unit, then it will be a lot better for your victory result. Then you will get like a heroic victory instead of a Pyrrhic victory like in this one. And when you get a heroic victory, you will get more experience for your general. So generally, trying to get to take as few casualties as possible with every unit makes sense. However, in most situations, it's just unavoidable that you lose a bunch of garrison units. So that's my way of thinking about it. Okay, we were just about able to win. It is really important that we were able to win. Very good. Our general also survived, otherwise he would have died. It definitely shows that I have to invest more into defenses now. The enemy armies are becoming stronger and stronger, and those weak castles with a few Ashigaru units will not be able to survive. So also we are being besieged here now by the Uesuri, interestingly. I think I will just charge out here, yeah. I will not let them besiege me like that. And other than that, we have our agents here. But I actually think in the next turn I will focus on the agents as well, or in the next episode. Here we are also being raided by this Mogami army, which is actually really annoying. For some reason they think they can't attack us directly, it seems. But they actually have very strong units, so I don't want to go out. I mean, honestly, considering we have a strong general here, that is very helpful. With that, you can actually charge down the Kenshi Samurai. But still, they have a bunch of archers, fire arrows that could destroy the general also, so I will just play the defensive game here. We'll have to accept that my buildings are being destroyed and are being raided. But yeah, what we will actually do now is we will just pretty much go into this... Or actually, I think I will try to move a general so that we can level up a general. Can actually use this general to attack. You can just move him through the provinces. This way, he will take less. It will take less movement range from him than when you would walk around. So let's. Yeah, here we will have to walk around. I just sent the general. We don't need those Ashigaru here. They can stay here, I would say. Actually, yes, next turn I will also scout, or maybe I will forget that next turn. So let's just use the shinobi here to scout. Actually, wow, I have a bunch of guns, that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, honestly, okay, we'll just move the shinobi into this position. Okay, here I can see this army. This is a really strong army, actually. They have a bunch of Kenshi Samurai, Kachi Samurai, and some Ashigaru. So I have to be a little bit careful. However, yeah, with this army, this should be fine, honestly. It should be fine. But maybe I will have to move some units into that position and think about more about it. But yeah, that is something we'll do in the next video. For now, we'll just go into the attack. And we are going to start with this battle in the next episode. We'll likely just keep it short because it's very easy. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. And until the next episode.